Prime Minister Narendra Modi today announced that former Prime Ministers P.V. Narasimha Rao and Chaudhry Charan Singh, as well as scientist Dr MS Swaminathan, will be conferred with the Bharat Ratna. This move is also being lauded as both former Prime Ministers being honoured have no connection to the BJP and were majorly Congress leaders. Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister from 1991 to 1996 and is known to be the man who heralded the economic liberalisation of India. Now, Charan Singh, of course, a champion of workers' and farmers' rights, briefly served as the Prime Minister in 1979. Now, Dr Swaminathan, a renowned scientist, well known as the architect of India's Green Revolution. As of now, 5 Bharat Ratnas have been announced by the Prime Minister. Remember, earlier he announced this highest civilian honour will be given to BJP veteran L.K. Advani as well as former Bihar Chief Minister Karpuri Thakur. The grandson of late P.V. Narasimha Rao and M.S. Swaminathan's daughter as well share their joy on the occasion of this news being announced. Listen in to these reactions.
मैंने इसे सकारात्मक दृष्टि से देखते हैं और सच्चाई ये है कि इनको तो पहले ही नवाजा जाना चाहिए था, लेकिन इसका संज्ञान पहली बार यदि किसी गवर्नमेंट ने लिया है तो मोदी जी के नेतृत्व की हमारी गवर्नमेंट ने लिया है।
दलगत राजनीति से ऊपर उठकर पीवी नरसिम्हा राव को भी सम्मानित किया।
नहीं, बराबर दलगत राजनीति से ऊपर उठकर ही हम लोग इस प्रकार के फैसले करते हैं।
चौधरी चरण जी को
Former Prime Ministers Chaudhry Charan Singh and Bharat Ratna for P.V. Narasimha Rao, ma'am.
Well, I welcome them. Why not?
We are very happy, especially being the family member of late Narasimha Rao as a grandson and as the Bharatiya Janata Party Telangana spokesperson. We feel proud that after a long due, Sri Narasimha Rao ji has been conferred the highest civilian order in this country, the Bharat Ratna. On behalf of the family members and on the behalf of the Bharatiya Janata Party Telangana also, we are very honoured that Mr. Narasimha Rao has been conferred the Bharat Ratna.
This is a different kind of recognition, so certainly it would have made him very, very happy. But he was not somebody who was waiting for an award. It is the highest civilian award. I think that recognizing him, basically, apart from the family and his students and well-wishers feeling happy, sends a very strong message to the youth of this country.
Right, I'm being joined by Rohit Argawal, spokesperson of the RLD, Alok Vats, BJP leader, as well as Aditi Phadnis, political editor of the Business Standard. Thank you for joining us. Let me start with Rohit Argawal, in fact. Now, can this be seen as an honour not only to Chaudhry Charan Singh but the entire farming community?
Yeah, definitely. We welcome the step taken by the government, the step taken by the our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. We welcome the step of giving Bharat Ratna to Chaudhry Charan Singh ji. In a way, Chaudhry Charan Singh ji was it was a long demand pending for the Bharat Ratna to Chaudhry Charan Singh ji. Today, we feel proud. The way Chaudhry Charan Singh ji have worked for farmers, the way Chaudhry Charan Singh ji have written the books, and which is still the Chaudhry Charan Singh ji द्वारा जो किताबें लिखी गई थी वो आज भी मील का पत्थर साबित हुई हैं। देखिए, चौधरी चरण सिंह जी ने जो काम किया है, मैं आपको किताबें दिखवा रहा हूँ। जॉइंट फार्मिंग एक्सरे, इकोनॉमिक नाइटवेयर ऑफ इंडिया, इंडियन पॉवर्टी एंड इट्स सॉल्यूशन बाय चौधरी चरण सिंह जी। ये किताबें आज भी मील का पत्थर साबित हो रही हैं। और जिस तरीके से हमारे देश में आज विकास किसानों का खाली चौधरी चरण सिंह जी की विचारधारा से ही संभव है, और भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जिस तरीके से आज चौधरी चरण सिंह जी का सम्मान करने का काम किया, ये उनके करोड़ों अनुयायियों के लिए दिवाली से कम नहीं है। उनके करोड़ों अनुयायियों और किसानों का ये सम्मान है। लैंड रिफॉर्म्स इन यूपी एंड द कुल्लक, मैं आपको कुछ किताबें दिखा रहा हूं जो चौधरी चरण सिंह जी द्वारा लिखी गई थी। इंडियन इकोनॉमी पॉलिसी, ये किताबें आज भी हमारे देश में प्रयोग की जाती हैं युवाओं को प्रेरणा देने के लिए। ये किताबें आज भी हमारे देश के अंदर किसानों की विचारधारा के रूप में देखी जाती हैं। एबॉल्यूशन ऑफ जमींदारी एक्ट, ये चौधरी चरण सिंह जी द्वारा जो जमींदारी एक्ट को हटाया गया था, इसने किसानों को कहीं ना कहीं एक नई दिशा दी थी। हमको आज समझना पड़ेगा कि जिस तरीके से आज सरकार ने चौधरी चरण सिंह जी के कामों को सम्मान देने का काम किया है, उनकी विचारधारा को सम्मान देने का काम किया है, ये करोड़ों किसानों, करोड़ों चौधरी चरण सिंह जी के अनुयायियों का सम्मान है। We are welcoming this step taken by the Indian government and the government led by Shri Narendra Modi ji.
Right, stay with us. Let me rope in Alok Watts as well. Now, Mr. Watts, at this point, the BJP is, of course, being lauded, saying that it is showing statesmanship by honoring two key Congress leaders.
Well, let me tell you one thing, Aarti, that it's a matter of great pride that Chaudhry Charan Singh has been honored. According to me, till date in India, he has been the biggest Kisan leader of North India. He united the entire community of farmers under his regime, and he always talked about their upliftment. He always worked for their upliftment, and it's the Prime Minister Narendra Modi who saw that it has been delayed till date, and he has now decided to confer this highest award to Chaudhry Charan Singh. And as regards PV Narasimha Rao, he was the architect of the revolutionary India that India is of today. The reforms started during his regime, and we owe this reformist activities when he was the Prime Minister. During his regime, he made the contribution of revolutionizing the Indian economy. And as regards Swaminathan, he was the biggest agricultural scientist we have had till date, and his contribution towards wheat and other products, it is exemplary, and we are very proud that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has conferred this to the most deserving people,
right,
who did not get this award till date, and it's really a matter of pride.
Yes, sir. Stay with us. Aditi Fadnis, I'll come to you. But first, let me rope in my colleague Vasudha joining us. Vasudha, at this point, we're seeing three more, personalities being honored with the Bharat Ratna. How is this being received? This, of course, coming after Karpuri Thakur and LK Advani.
Of course, Sarthi, and incidentally, today the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh and YSRCP Chief Jagan Mohan Reddy is also in Delhi. He has just met the Prime Minister. Talks between BJP and TDP have also been revived, and the BJP is also looking at Andhra Pradesh very seriously. What we have told is the first list of the BJP could actually come out by 13th of this month. So clearly, in the run-up to Lok Sabha elections, and also at a time when with regional sentiments are also riding high. Remember, the Congress has been either organizing or supporting protests in favor of federalism, calling out the government's alleged fiscal injustice. This Bharat Ratna to PV Narasimha Rao, MS Swaminathan and Chaudhry Charan Singh is very important. Let me first start with PV Narasimha Rao, because he's seen as, Prime Minister has been singularly attacking the Congress, saying that the party does not honor its own, does not let deserving people get their due. So PV Narasimha Rao is seen as a big leader in undivided Andhra Pradesh, and someone who basically led economic reform, somebody who was seen as non-controversial, one of the first leaders of South India. But clearly, this comes in the whole context of the Prime Minister talking about leaders like Virendra Patil or T. Anjaya, who have been reportedly insulted by Congress leaders like Rajiv Gandhi, Indira Gandhi. So this is also one way of attacking the Congress and bringing out how the party has insulted its own, while also reaching out to people of Andhra and Telangana, where the party is seeking to expand. With regard to MS Swaminathan, he's seen as somebody who understands understands, farmer psychology, someone who is remembered even today by the farmers, even when the farmers' revolt was happening. This is Swaminathan report was something that they talked about. He's seen as somebody who P. Sainath says is a man of science, somebody who came up with the MSP formula, but also ensured that India did not face hunger and, ensured that, newer and fresher varieties of wheat and rice grew so that the country's stability on food security is maintained. So that is for science, that is for somebody who worked for farmers, and most importantly, Chaudhry Charan Singh, in line with the government's Jat outreach and also farmer outreach. Also, he was seen as somebody who was wronged by the Congress leadership, and also at a time when RLD and BJP talks are in advanced stages. Chaudhry Charan Singh's grandson, Jain Singh, has already said that Dil Jeet Liya. So this is also one way of the BJP ensuring that it is expanding its space. The NDA is well intact. In fact, more allies are joining in. At the same time, the Prime Minister wants to send out a message that he wants to honor not just people from his own spectrum, but icons from the entire political ecosystem of the country. He is politically agnostic about Padma Awards and Bharat Ratna. And this is one way of showing that national honors are meant for people, for national icons, without bringing in divisive politics. So there are many political messaging in out there, but of course, because this is in run-up to Lok Sabha elections, the politics of it also makes it more interesting.
Absolutely. Thank you, Vasudha, for joining us and bringing us those details and that analysis of the political messaging behind this move as well. There is layered political messaging. Let me come to that. But first, Aditi Fatnis, MS Swaminathan played a key role in the Green Revolution as well. Can this be seen as an ode to India's agriculture and the entire sort of movement that's happened leading up to modernization of agriculture?
Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. Dr. Swaminathan is a very revered and a recognized figure who modernized Indian agriculture. But it could also be that, I'm sure the Prime Minister was not aware of this when the award was decided upon. But on 16th February, the Sanyukt Kisan Morcha is launching the first ever rural bandh across India, raising a litany of complaints about the government's agricultural policies. Everyone, all Kisan organizations, barring the ones affiliated to the Bharatiya Janata Party, RSS, are going to join this bandh. Many trade unions are going to join it. So, in all, while it's good that Dr. Swaminathan's contribution has been acknowledged, that doesn't mean that it's the end of agricultural reform and the changes that agricultural policies have to see.
Absolutely. Alok, what's now talking about the layered messaging within this announcement as well. We're also seeing that two southern leaders have been honored, two southern personalities, MS Swaminathan as well as Narasimha Rao. This, of course, like my colleague said, comes at a time when the BJP or the NDA, in fact, is trying to get allies coming from the south as well.
Let me tell you one thing. Let's not put it as southern and northern. These are deserving people. They are the lights of India's pride. Swaminathan was the architect of Green Revolution in India. What he did towards especially wheat and then rice, modernization of agriculture, that he worked till his death towards uplifting the agricultural, community of India by scientific methods. So, whether he was from south or north is immaterial. He was one of the pioneers of agricultural green revolution. So, if he has got Bharat Ratna, he fully deserves it. And when it comes to PV Narasimha Rao, he led the economic reforms in India during his regime. What modern India we are seeing today, and the changes, it started all during his regime. The liberalization that he brought towards reforms, especially economic reforms. I think one of the best prime ministers India has ever had.
On that thought, thank you Rohit Agarwal, Aulok Vats and Aditi Fadnis for joining us and sharing your thoughts on this development.